Alright, we're playing some more Orzhov Talent Show in Standard today. One of my very favorite decks in Standard right now. One I made myself, in fact. Built around Caretaker's Talent and Builder's Talent as your two main engine cards. They give you a lot of value in somewhat different ways. Of course, Caretaker's Talent is drawing off our tokens from Fountainport, from Beza, from Sunfall, all these different tokens sources. And then Builder's Talent gives us late game value where our Planeswalkers, once they're in the yard, we can get them back. And getting back Kaya for 5 mana, really, really sick. A lot of value, very hard for your opponent to beat you recurring Kaya over and over. This deck's been performing really well. On stream recently, we've been kind of crushing anything that's not an aggro deck. And then the aggro matchups can be a bit close. Maybe could do a tiny bit of work, but definitely been an impressive deck recently. Yeah, I was kind of assuming it was something like that. I need to look into all those details at some point soon. Seed of Hope. Oh my god, they're Delirium. I assume they must be crabs, but I guess they're Delirium. That's exciting. I haven't played against Delirium in a while. Love to cast Sunfall. TBH. Okay, they fire off a Fear, they discard a Forest. We draw a not very good card. I guess I'm just going to do this. 6 p.m. local time on Friday. Amazing. Okay. I'll probably just end up submitting my deck list like Wednesday night, realistically. Oh, that's still good to know about. 8 rounds day 1, 6 rounds day 2. You have to get 6 wins day 1 to get to day 2. You have to go 6 and 2. I mean, that's like pretty reasonable, but also like somewhat intense. The thing has trample. Oh my god. This is a problem. We can't make a treasure to ramp into Sunfall, so I guess I'm cycling this Pest Control this time. An arena qualifier weekend of old. Yeah. Yeah. I hope there are modern RCQs on the Sunday. So, yeah. Hopefully I just crush it. My win rate with Eldrazi on Magic Online has been almost 80%, so that's pretty promising. There's usually an 8-slotter. Okay. Yeah, I have registered. Although, thank you for checking about that. Oh, it's kind of funny. I could have used the Pest Control to get rid of the Trample, although I guess it just gets Trample when it grows. That wouldn't really achieve anything. Alright. Yep, I take 8. We really need to draw something next turn. There aren't many somethings that actually work. Split up would work. Nope. This makes 4 toughness. Well, I suppose it does. Oh, that's cool. Oh, yeah. I don't know if I know Cora. Alright, that sure is a lethal threat. This game was like a little brutal. I beat her in the finals of the last season. Oh, that Cora. Okay. I now remember Cora. I'm so bad at names. In my defense. Hey, Ryan. I feel like these Duresses are probably pretty bad. I feel like this Dust Animus is probably pretty good. I'm wondering about Authority. They do have a bunch of haste threats. I think the life gain's like kind of relevant. I don't know that we necessarily want all 3 copies, but I feel like at least 1 or 2 has to be reasonable. Blot Out seems not amazing, although it would have saved us that game, so you know. Probably want to trim some Planeswalkers, which I assume is just Kaya. And then I need to cut 1 card. I could cut the 3rd Authority. I think the Authority's good. They have like a bunch of haste threats. We have split ups in our deck. Yeah, I think I like that card. I think I want Eternal Wanderers to help deal with Forge. They happen to have that card in. Maybe I just trim a Builder's Talent. The O4 block's so good though. That seems a bit silly. Maybe I just do it anyway. Maybe it's this Dust Animus. Is Sunder worth considering? Yeah, I did briefly consider Sunder. I don't think they have enough targets as far as I'm aware. It is nice against the 2/3, but... Alright, we're going to 5. Cool, cool. Fun, fun, fun. Alright. Let's keep 5 entire cards, shall we? I liked the 7 that was entirely sideboard cards and no way to cast any of them. Beza, save us. Save us, Beza, the Bounding Spring. You're our only hope. I love repeatedly mulling to find 2 lands with my 26 land decks. Indeed, indeed. Oh, that's true, Civ. Yeah, Sunday should probably be in, I guess. Yeah, I definitely would prefer Sunder over... Sorry, Exercise over Sunder if we didn't have so many token synergies, but with like 4 Fountainports, Builder's Talents, and Caretakers, I think the token of Sunder is really nice. Goodbye, Beza. You'll be missed. Am I going to kill this Inti? I feel like the answer might actually be yes. He was a little aggressive. They find a Paw Patch. Sure. They play Breakout. I guess I let this resolve. If they find a Paw Patch, we feel silly for waiting, but if they find another Inti, we obviously want to wait. Alright, they find a Wildfire Wickerfolk. Am I meant to kill that and just like block the Inti instead so I don't take damage? But it lets them have the Inti, but hopefully we're answering the Inti not too far in the future. Yeah. They already have Deliriums. The discard doesn't matter too much. They find a land. Look at that value. Milling the Maverick off the map. Whew. Wait. They kept the... Okay, sure. That's interesting. What does that mean? That must mean something. I do not feel smart enough to tell you the answer. Because they already have Delirium. What would make the Maverick appealing? Oh, because you get to discard it to the Inti? But, like, you can just discard what you draw instead. And then you're 1 card deeper. Alright, they just got the Maverick. I'm just gonna chump block because we have Sunfall in hand, I guess. I am intending on casting. Oh my god. That's so much damage. Opponent's feeling violent. Ooh, the Ridgevine's actually like not spooky. I guess I cast Beza before I play this Plains. Wait, what? That's crazy, Nicole. Really? Why would they do that? That's so bizarre. And awful, yes. The awful bit goes without saying. The bizarre, but like, it's also just completely baffling why they would actually do that. Is there a statement in the Discord or something? Oh my god. You are in fact correct. I should probably read this after the stream. But like, yeah, that is extremely bad and frustrating that they would do that. What's VML? It was a league for people of marginalized gender to like compete at Magic, and it would often have invites to like regional championships as rewards. It was an extremely good thing because, you know, it gave people an outlet to compete in and like actually like learn and gain support as well. There'd be like testing groups within the VML where like some of the better players would like help teach the weaker ones or help them with deck choices and stuff like that. Like extremely good peer support network. There's an announcement in the Discord VML Discord server. So yeah, I assume there must be one on like Twitter and Blue Sky and stuff as well, but that's where I saw it. As much as I love Eternal Wanderer, I almost just want 4th talent in. Based on what we've seen. Oh, I was meant to bring in Sunders. I'm so silly. Wait, what's the significance of today? Puzzled. Possible. I don't want to know the answer to that. Oh, right. Indeed. Yeah, I feel like it's probably unrelated, but I don't want to get an authority down immediately. Maybe I can wait though. There's some haste creatures, but they also have like plenty of non-haste creatures, and getting down a tap land is nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. I do need to find some card advantages at some point though. We're doing like pretty well for interaction. I think I want to get rid of this. Maybe that's a mistake. Nice to have it in the yard for Builder's Talent too. Some second patchwork, okay. Sure thing. Get this down. Somehow we have drawn all 3 authority of the consoles, which Wasn't entirely the plan. Alright, there's a Fountainport. I guess I just cast both of these. I could also split up on untapped creatures. Maybe that's more reasonable. Then we just have to survive one turn before we can Sunfall. Would be doable. I guess the fear is they could kill this authority. Yeah, rude. Now we don't have one in play. So hasters can get in there. Right, they don't have a haste effect, thank goodness. Let's play an authority. Do I want to play the second one out? Or do I want to make a token? This is probably fine. Love to gain life. And they come and play upside down. Oh my god, can you imagine? That would be the best thing. That would genuinely make me so happy. Well, we have to be a little bit scared of randomly dying to Violent Urge at some point. But I guess I can wait one turn on this Sunfall. Oh no, they can actually kind of combo me with like Violent Urge plus Monstrous Rage, I guess. I have such fear in my heart right now. I could actually die saying go like this. We're not getting priority for instance though, which is promising. Next turn we will just fire off Sunfall. It's just we need to stop them developing the board meaningfully for one more turn, I think. I take 4. They're gonna give me 2 life. You don't think I could die from here? I mean, Violent Urge plus Monstrous Urge would have got them real close, right? It would have been 5, 6, 7, 8. Double strike. I guess it wouldn't have killed. It might have killed. Yeah, it would have been 16 and we were on 17. They would have needed a third pump spell, which is like pretty improbable. Oh, Eternal Wanderer. My fave. Alright, should probably just do this realistically. And then Eternal Wanderer can probably flicker their next threat. And we're doing well. Yeah, I gain 2 life. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh no, they have 2 threats. Rude. Well. Let's play out my Eternal Wanderer. Let's flicker this Wildfire Wickerfolk. Oh my god, flickering gains us 2 life? Yeah, it's so sick, Hazard. I agree. This is like the sickest thing ever. We have assembled a combination. I want to activate this 2/2 to Shump Block. Kind of. Also kind of not. They need like 1 trick. I guess we would stop them if they had 1 trick. I'm a little bit skeptical on this. Throwing away 2 tokens makes these Fountainports a lot worse. Seems fine. Is that cools to you? Yeah. Cools to me also. And shocking news for anyone who's watched the stream, this is definitely my favorite deck to play in Standard, regardless of if it's the actual best deck. Oh my god, they played a 1-1 out. Oh, but we lost some loyalty, never mind. Playing your first game of this and it's nice. Hell yeah, you love to hear it. That's a plus on the Trampler. Keep gaining life. We can make a 1-1 block and then sack it. Back to my Eternal Wanderer. I don't know what it is about me and hilariously mopey Ors of Control decks. I sure do love them. For some reason. No one really understands why. Monstrous Rage? No, my Eternal Wanderer! Okay. That makes this game more interesting, I suppose. It's kind of a nice card, though. One would say kind of a banger. That's also a nice card. I guess we will cast this one instead. Alright. That creature is so huge. What? That's so large. Oh. I wish I wouldn't try and tap all these Fountainports. Yeah, it's gonna become a 6/8, apparently. No way. Okay. Poor thing. I think I'm just taking 6, right? I just want to be drawing cards, and then next turn I can start blocking. Ding, ding, ding. We have a winner. To be fair, I have also been drawing monogas. If you count plans that fuel my Fountainports as gas, which I certainly do. I'm actually drawing cards, it's true. They have drawn exclusively spells all game long. Despite being literally halfway through their deck. I wonder if there's any chance they've like randomly hit all their basics. That seems so improbable, and we know they have creature lands, so it'd be slightly irresponsible to fire off this demo field, but get rid of this, make treasure. Draw a card. Ooh. Let the attacks begin. There's an argument for just never attacking because we have Beza in our deck, but whatever. Alright, we did it. Did the impossible and beat Cruel Delirium. Something surely no one has ever done before. Yeah, why not? 3 damage was the psychological last draw, exactly. We have the 3 best cards in Standard in this hand, chat. Look at them. Look at these cards. interesting. I assume the Cage matchup is not very losable. But I guess we will see. They have blue mana in that deck. Apparently. And looking respectfully at the 3 best cards in Standard. This is like a little bit awkward and that they could destroy it and make me feel really sad, but I know I literally have Builder's Talent in play to get it back, so we'll be fine. The next time we get to go copy the wall, draw a card, say go sack wall to draw a card into Sunfall. Sunfall GG. The classic. Could also just duress them. I do love drawing cards though. I feel like this duress is probably going to be a blank for the rest of the game, and that's okay. Like this. Back the wall, draw a card, feel pretty good. They cast a thing we can Sunfall. If they just say go, we can go Duress plus Caretakers plus Copy. I think that's close enough to them casting a thing that I'm just gonna play my stupid card. Like slightly awkward that then, you know, Overlord's gonna make a bunch of tokens that are hard for us to block, but shrug. Doing just fine for ourselves. Ton of Wonder is very good against Overlord tokens. There's a Sandstorm. Okay. So let's go Caretakers. Oh yeah, Kaya is very good against Overlord as well, it's true. Right, we do not want these Duresses particularly. I assume I do not want this Pest Control. They do have some tokens though. If you put exclamation mark deck, I think that untapped shows it. Not 100% on that though. Opponent about to skip the match. Yeah, this does seem like basically the most miserable matchup they could possibly face. Please do not call me bro. Blot Out seems bad. Alright. Maybe Pest Control is reasonable. They do make a lot of tokens. Oh, they brought in Protect the Negotiators. True. I didn't think of that. That's a good point. Huh, that's really interesting. I never actually considered that. Sunder can hit Cage. I think it's like probably not good enough. Yeah, I'll straight up negate. Maybe I want Cruelclaw's Heist, just to be able to take their counter spells. Feels like a weird card to have in against them. I'm like slowly thinking about bringing back Duresses back. It feels so hard to ever lose against them if they don't cast a counter spell or a Cage. Right? Rug. Alright. Game 2. Mulligan. How do we get so many one-landers with this deck? It's genuinely kind of wild. This is certainly a keep. Pile of Sweepers. Acceptable. Accept your terms. Comes the elf. There's a Toby. Wow. Apparently these pest controls are good. Kind of a disgusting pest control, honestly. Enjoy your 1/1. Alright. 4-patch or let's get down a Caretakers. Chill on the split up. They can't even cage next turn anyway. Ooh, that is fine. We have Fountainports for value anyway. If I play this and make a 1/1, she is at risk of dying to a pump. I might just like destroy all tapped creatures and feel pretty happy about that. Okay. Salvage is pretty good. Play this on white. This might be one of those rare instances where Kaya is slightly worse than Elspeth. And that she is not going to have much loyalty left here. I could block the Salvager instead, I guess. I block so much more damage this way, though. I think I meant to keep this. If we draw a third land, everything is like excellent. If we don't, we die. We get 2 draws at like almost 50% each. I don't know, it's fine. 75% for things to go really smoothly, and like 25% to be grumpy. We're not about to learn. I have played like 50 matches of this deck on stream, at least. And I am not convinced I could tell you what Kaya's passive does. Like, genuinely unsure that I could answer that one for you. I really want to resolve a Caretakers. It does mean they're going to get an Oculus, which stinks. But it's fine. All right, Kaya's. Give me a moment. Kaya's passive. Whenever a creature of yours goes to exile from your graveyard or from play, a non-token creature, you may turn target token you control into a copy of it until end of turn. How close was I? I forgot fly. It gives it fly. Okay, sure. I guess so. I forgot flying. Yeah, it's supposed to be a spirit. 9 out of 10. Honestly, that's way better than like basically anyone else in the world. No one else knows what that card does. Well, I guess I just cast this Builder's Talent. If I go to copy the token, they can just bounce it. Of course, this means they can counter it, so you know. You see. That's so much worse. That's so much worse. Oh my god, I am so dead. What are land drops? We just don't know. How many in yards? 7. Great. Oculus number 2 incoming. Yeah, they can now recommission. Okay, they're going for a charter course. They just got a land. I will say Oculus is probably one of the scarier matchups for this deck. When we draw normally, which we are not doing. Okay. There you go. Hold open, get lost, threaten to sack a wall to draw a card. Incredible stuff. Alright, they draw a land, which means their creature doesn't become a 4/4, which means it can't attack into my 0/4s, which is nice. Alright, let us draw an entire card. Ooh. You love a good land drop. Caretakers. God, I really want that, but we also really want lands. I guess having this in play, I can eventually get it back with a builder's talent, supposedly. Alright. Yeah, I could start going after the Yard Oculo Kaya. Rare Kaya +2 W. Never before seen. You might think the Kaya +2 doesn't have text, but sometimes she gets to be graveyard hate. Alright, I get an Oculus. Sure thing. Opponent was meant to attack because of split up. Am I meant to get lost? I worry that if I don't get lost, I lose to a counterspell. But if I do get lost and they don't counter it, which they probably wouldn't, then the counter still hits my split up anyway, and it's pretty bad for me. I could just sack this and look for untapped lands that we beat a Quench. Obviously, we don't beat a Negate then, but... Could also hit Duress plus untapped land, which is pretty improbable, but... Alright. Here's hoping. I really hope this works, chat. This game is so much more winnable if this works. Probably unwinnable if it doesn't. Oh my god, the negate. The fact that they main deck negates now in that deck is so brutal. I don't think I'm allowed to get lost now, because then I literally lose to... Oh, I lose to Tempest Djinn anyway. Cool. Never mind. We just have to hope the face down cards are all somehow completely blank. Slightly unfortunate game. Obviously, we're having mana issues all game long. Yeah, that's the Djinn. Getting Djinn there. I have to figure out what we're boarding out. I feel like most of our cards are pretty good. I definitely want Duresses. Definitely want Rest in Pieces. Definitely don't want Dust Animus or Sunder. I think Cruelclaws is probably bad. I think Split Up is like fine, but like not amazing. Oh, Nowhere to Run and Virtue both stink, right? Okay, those are easy cuts. Yeah, Nowhere's pretty bad. I agree. Something like this. Could also try and fit in these heists over something. Like, we probably don't need so many top-end Planeswalkers. Or we could trim a builder's talent since it doesn't block very well and we're bringing in rest in pieces. I don't know. Very possible we're meant to bring in Cruelclaw's Heist, but I think I like not risking over sideboarding. Bar deck consistent. I mean, this is like pretty unexciting, but we'll keep. Do I want that? It is a spell, which I am in the market for right now. It's not like a terribly good spell, but I guess I'll keep. Resolve this builders. No Ghost Vacuum. I mean, we have Rest in Peace. Kinda does much the same. I don't really want to cast Caretakers when it can just get countered. I guess I'm playing Fountainport and saying go and threatening to counter stack my 04. Although maybe I could play Caretakers because I have builders in play. Yeah, I guess maybe I was just meant to jam Caretakers. Wow, the brick. Love to see it. Love to see it. Obviously, once we sack this wall, the Caretakers gets a little bit weaker as well. We're not missing a land drop. Making up for our previous game. Ooh, Kaya. Spicy card right there. I think I'm gonna cast Caretakers and then level up talent if they counter this. Or if they don't counter it, of course. I don't really want to cast Kaya because, like, her getting countered would be actually meaningfully sad. Though, yeah, and like we couldn't get her back next turn anyway. Why, she costs one more. Cool. Caretaker's resolves. Might get soul partitioned at some point, but my opponent's mana is going to be pretty thin here, where they need to hit their land drops and develop some threats. Mill lands. They definitely found one off the Moment of Truth. Is the Oculus. Wow, this Oculus is so good against the split up. That's kind of hilarious and obnoxious in equal measure. Alright, let's do this. I guess I could have tried to like double spell to guaranteed kill the Oculus. Maybe that was smarter. I mean, this is pretty reasonable though. Now if they cast a cantrip, the Oculus dies. Otherwise we go for this in upkeep. Also pretty reasonable. They eat into their mana if they want to fight over this. I guess they can just return it again, but it's fine. We're just buying ourselves a lot of time here. Comes in tapped, so the split up will... Well, they don't attack, that makes sense. So split up would only kill the Oculus, of course. Never get lost. Nice, nice. Let's go copy the wall token. Aya minus. Yeah, I feel like she just 100% gets countered. Maybe that's fine. But... You know what would be the funniest card ever here? Shore Up. Have you ever had Shore Up counter a sweeper? You would concede instantly. I would just stop playing Magic. I'd be like, yeah, apparently this isn't the game for me if I'm losing to Shore Up. Soul Partition. I mean, it costs 5 mana for them to cast. I think this is acceptable. Oh wait, it costs 3 mana. I'm silly. I can't read. Anyway, we have Get Lost open, it's fine. I corrected myself before chat corrected me, and that's all that matters. It doesn't matter if I'm wrong, as long as I catch it before chat does. Moral victory over chat. Exactly, you get it. I just want to draw cards. I think this Kaya probably gets countered. I'm like pretty happy, just like guaranteed drawing a card and developing. You're a lawyer and can confirm this line of reasoning. You're playing Magic and chat isn't there to correct you as even wrong in the first place. This is like a very deep evolution on the like if a tree falls in a forest. This is several layers deeper. You love my deck ideas? Oh, thank you, Justice. Oh yeah. I'm glad you enjoy them. Sure is a haughty gin. I could just kill it. I think I might just draw a card though with this Fountainport. Maybe that's a little greedy. Or have removal open for Oculus. When playing Magic and chat suggests plays, is it fair play? That would depend on chat being good at Magic. Which is an issue I choose not to comment on. And an exercise left to the reader, if you will. And the same rules as chess streamers, exactly. I didn't say you weren't pretty okay at Magic one. We're talking about chat as a collective. You have to assume all the good suggestions are going to get lost amidst the bad suggestions, you know? Alright, untap land, sure. The moderators are good at Magic. Alright, I guess we just kill their stuff. I don't really mind if we lose this Caretakers, it's drawn like 4 cards. Maybe not Stream Elements. Wow, bad mouthing Stream Elements. SMH. Let's do this first so we can guaranteed resolve Kaya. Alright, and then I assume I'm just meant to exile this Haughty Djinn instead of making a 1-1. It does mean Kaya could die. But I feel like this seems somewhat safer. Alright. Kaya did in fact die, but Kaya was gonna die anyway, apparently. Who sure is a Djinn. This matchup's so spooky. It doesn't get any less spooky, apparently. The Eternal Wanderer is better. Oh my god, Duress off the top is the literal perfect card. Now I don't even have to justify my plays. That is a weirdly really strong hand. Well then. The good news is when this Eternal Wanderer dies, we are going to get another Eternal Wanderer off this builder's talent like 3 times in a row. So that's nice. Let's just hope this face down card isn't anything. Okay, they don't flip it up. Anyone up not justifying their plays? Also, they just snap played out a land to give me free info. Thank you, opponent. Appreciate you. Alright. Maybe Beza's not very good in this matchup. Starting to wonder. One must wonder on occasion. Like maybe I play the Beza here. I was considering just getting back a Kaya. But I guess like playing a Beza is like really safe, right? 5, 6, 7, 8. It's very hard for me to imagine these +1 counters actually ever mattering. But I guess I'll do this. Grow some things. Maybe run Overlord instead of Beza. I mean, Beza is clearly a pretty fantastic card. Beza's way better against the red decks, right? I've been finding that we mainly like the matchups against the red decks are like honestly maybe the ones that are spookiest to me. So kind of nice that Beza helps against those decks quite a bit. Yeah, it does very different things. I agree. Like, it is possible I should have 1 or maybe 2 copies of Overlord. It's nice against Dimir as well, but it certainly wouldn't be like instead of Beza. Beza would still very much be in the list. They get the Oculus, so they don't have any creatures manifested, which is nice to know. That is a strong card, one might say, if one were to accurately describe the power level of that card. Alright, let's draw a card. Let's fire off the Sunfall. My poor 5/9 wall. They deserved so much better than this. In place of a 4-mana Kaya. Wow, savage attack. I love 4. I don't even know how good 4-mana Kaya is, but I love her. I feel like she's been like solidly overperforming. She's like a little bit better than Elspeth 4, I believe. Which, you know, is about all I can ask for. Maybe I want to trim a Beza in this matchup. Maybe I do bring in a Heist instead. Duress is just like kind of turbo busted against them. And Cruelclaw's Heist is just like bad Duress, basically. I worry that this hand doesn't have any way to kill an Oculus on free. But the Duress is nice. The Kaya is nice. The Sunfall is nice. I'm probably meant to keep this just because, like, it's kind of just the nature of this deck. But obviously, the strongest, like, 30% of their hands from their deck we're just automatically dead to. I just have to kind of accept that when I keep a hand like this. The good news is the Sideboard games are probably going to be a bit slower because they probably trimmed on a bunch of their, like, bunch of different pieces so that they can have Sideboard cards in. So we have that going for us at least. Okay, let's fire this off. Hey, okay. Definitely taking this negate. Since they have a Free the Fae that can do the same thing as Strata Course anyway. Ooh, definitely going to be spooky. No denying it. But right, they find a helping hand. They don't put a creature in the bin. Of course, they could hit one off Charter Course. They just get another Free the Fae. So they're just going to get the value engine online. Get Lost. But I mean, wanted to really get down the Caretakers this time, but saying go with a Get Lost open is not terrible. Alright, they put a Hortigen in the yard for their reanimation. Seems pretty reasonable. Cyborg cards, incredible. So if I get lost now, they can draw another. Yes, I have to do it on end step, right? Even though it might let them have an extra mana. Yeah, I'm really excited for the Teen Titans universes beyond. Because I've been playing 60 cards all this time in my constructed decks. Just because I don't have any Cyborg cards. Unsubbed. Look, that was perfect, okay? I'll hear no comments to the contrary. Kind of really want to hit my land drop. I think I'm just... Oh, it only exiles one card? That's so sad. I really want to hit my land drop though. It's a free for free that searches one land when it enters or attacks. Oh my god, that's so good, VV. That's so good. You have no idea how good that is. Genuinely incredible. There's a Surveil too on this cluster. Yeah, the problem is you can make 1/1s, and 1/1 players are so good. Could be worse though. We sure are chewing through their graveyard, apparently. I guess I'm just playing the Caretakers and drawing a card. I could probably have chosen not to play out that land already. Details. Obviously they have this exercise, but we get a 2 and a bit for 1 out of the deal. And get 2 blockers for Tempestion. Surely it would return a 1.5 mana thing when it enters or attacks. I can't remember what the half mana cost cards are from the unsets though, so I don't know if that's actually relevant to anything. Someone's a 2/2 zombie. Or 2 1/1 zombies. We just don't know which. It could really be either way around, honestly. Get Lost could be worse. I kind of just want to make a 1/1 and draw a card. Surely 1/1 zombies are non-canon. Is there really nothing so far that makes 1/1 zombies? I feel like there must be, but I also can't think of anything. Lich Lord of Unks. Wow. Pray tell, what set is Lich Lord of Unks from? Sure, I'll find some lands. Alara Reborn. Okay, that's like not a million years ago. That's like somewhat in the realm of like. Is Alara like more than half as old as Magic? I actually don't know the answer to that. I assume it's like right in the middle, right? I'm gonna say it's less than half as old as Magic. So I'm counting it as precedent that 1/1 zombies exist. I'm gonna make you feel old. I'm so sorry. Shards was released October 3rd, 2008, 17 years ago. I think that's less than half as old as Magic. Refranchise the Mind Sculpt to cowards. Oh my god, Untapped Land would have been so good. They have to have a negate in hand, right? Fire off this Duress, I guess, and see what they have. Because they've not been casting this exercise. It's just like impossible they don't have negate. Oh, what? This is so incredibly okay. This, like, kind of couldn't be more okay with me. Alright, keep drawing cards. I already have one Sunfall. I kind of just want cheap cards at the moment, I guess. Or untapped lands. Backing with both. Okay. Do some blocking. Right. Sure. Untap lands that we can beat negate, please. Would be exceptionally good. We get a couple more draws towards it, of course. Well, I guess I'm plus oneing my Kaya, because I do just really want to find this untapped land. Cool. Alright, please don't have negate and make me feel really sad, I guess. Amazing. Beza. I'm on 17 life. That's actually not awful. It's actually kind of nice, I think. I'm gonna keep it. One of the 1/1s it blocks will block the will block the flanker really well. Life gain will be pretty nice, and then gives us 1/1s that we can sack to Archaea. Very exile maxing over there, indeed, indeed. Look at all these picklock pranksters. Can't beat them. I guess my one concern about playing this Orzhov deck at RCQs would be that I fear I would time out every round. Like legitimately a concern. Okay. Do this. Never playing the best deck in Standard, so true. In your graveyard? Okay. I feel like neither of these cards are going to be relevant in a moment. Is there a deck in Standard? I'm fairly sure there isn't a deck in Standard. Didn't Dak die? I thought Dak died. I'm pretty sure that's true. Which I guess doesn't mean there can't be a Dak in Standard, but does make it quite a bit less likely. He died several years ago. Yeah, he had like the off-camera death, right? Yeah, died off screen. Poor Dak. Deserve better. Hey, we beat Oculus, and it only took most of an hour. Look at us go. It only took most of an hour. Oh my god, y'all. Alright, I have another match.